Hey, have you ever had a seller get completely unreasonable in a deal right before closing and just threaten to walk away? Hey, I'm sure you probably had that happen, but let me tell you a short story about a recent scenario we've had and see if there's some lessons in it. One of my younger agents had a deal under contract. The appraisal was done. It was at the lender and the title company. It was all going to happen, but because of some delays on the lender's part, because of some delays a little bit on the title company side, things that are outside my guy's control. It's the summertime. People are on vacation. It's just the reality. It doesn't make it right, but it makes it real. So the deal was going to be probably about 10 days later getting closed. Rock solid deal. Well, the seller says, hey, if it doesn't close by this particular Wednesday, then I'm out. I'm not going to sell it. I don't care. So we're talking about a week's delay here. The seller was wanting to sell it. It's not like he was wanting to keep the property and was looking for a way to squirm out of it, as you and I probably experienced in the past. No, he was just in principle. If it didn't close this Wednesday, by golly, I'm out. My agent had had enough. He called me and goes, hey, Pat, I've talked to him. I've told him every situation. I've kept him up to speed with the lender and the title company. I've told him what's going on. I don't know what else I can do. And my guy has got a good heart. He's a gentle guy. He's a hard-working, diligent guy. And he had done everything he knew to do. Now he was at his wit's end. He said, Pat, what do I do? So instead of giving him a list of 1, 2, 3 things, I told him a little story how I learned how to deal with this from one of my own guys about 9 years ago. I was sitting on a couch with him. We were watching a football game. Late one evening, he got a phone call from a gentleman that he had his property listed, and it was under contract, getting ready to close, similar to this deal. And he was just berating my guy, just going on and on about how long it was taking and how this and that and the other. And again, it was stuff outside my agent's control. It had to do with the lender and the appraisal, just the usual stuff, but it had been delayed some. Well, my guy finally had had enough. And he told him, I'm sitting there on the couch with him watching an LSU football game. He told him, I don't give a blankety blank if it ever closes. You can take this listing and shove it up your blankety blank. I just don't give a blank anymore, and hung up. Now that's outside that character of this guy, but he had had enough. He had been pushed too far. He was done. And I sat in there, I'm going, well, that's kind of how I feel too, but maybe I'd have said it different. It's what I'm thinking. But anyway, the guy calls him back about an hour later. I'm still sitting on the couch, and I hear my buddy and agent talking to him. Yeah, okay, all right, good deal. Hangs up. I go, what's that about? And he goes, well, that was a guy called me back, said he was sorry, kind of had his hat in his hand. He said, yeah, he understands a little bit now, and he's ready for it to close. He's willing to go along with the plan. I'm going, okay. Well, that went from good to bad to good, kind of in a hurry. But anyway, I remembered that. And so I told my guy this just a few weeks ago, and I said, listen, this guy is rubbing you the wrong way. You've done all you can do. You need to not get so caught up in one deal, one commission check, that it's just driving you nuts. So you tell the guy in your own way. I told him, I said, use your own words, your own language, your own personality, but you handle it the way my buddy did 9 years ago, and you tell him you don't care if it closes or not. Tell him you're done. This one commission, even though it's a good commission, not going to make or break your life. You could care less if he can't go along with it and can't deal with the reality of what is. There's nothing you could do. You're just done with it. We'll tear the deal up, move on. He can pay the title company for all the title work, and he can deal with the appraiser for the work he's done, but you're out. Just tell him that. My guy did that. Told him in his own way. He said he didn't do it the exact way my other buddy did. Short story. Guy calls back a day or two later, everything's on track. Well, yesterday, my agent walks in the office with the closing documents and the commission check on that deal. It all got done. He got a real nice check out of it, and he also learned a really good lesson and got some peace of mind. So that's something we can all learn. Sometimes we do all we can do to make deals work, to make clients happy, to make this business run smoothly. But sometimes you deal with people that are just so unreasonable, so unrealistic, so self-absorbed, you're just at your wit's end and there's nothing you can do. Well, trust me, 57 years old, life is too short to keep those kind of guys on the hook. Cut them loose, let them go. There'll be other deals, there'll be other listings, there'll be other commissions, and a lot of times those people will fall in place, but sometimes they don't. Don't use this as, oh, it goes right every time kind of Cinderella story, because sometimes it doesn't. But a lot of times, if you'll draw a line in the sand and stick to your guns, things will work out. Hey, you make sure no matter how you handle situations like that, that you can live with yourself, that you can sleep good at night, and that you're sticking to your principles regardless of how much commission's involved. Thanks for watching our videos. There's some more right there. Please check them out.